Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. Oh, buddy, this has been a long day of recording, and I am continuing. I'm surprised my voice hasn't given out. I'm trying to catch up from a very busy week that required I essentially burn through a majority of my backlog. So here we are. We're keeping it on, though. We're keeping trucking. We are trucking. There's a statement in there that I'm intending to say, and I tell you what, my brain does not know how to configure that one. So we're just going to move right past it, and we're going to pretend that never happened. English language, as it turns out, difficult. Also, cognitive brain functions, difficult. All of these things combine to make me, I almost forgot what I was like. What do I call myself? I almost feel like I've ruined this intro so badly I need to start over, but I'm going to commit to it. It's okay. Let's actually talk about Monster Train. I'm better at that than anything else, right? Okay. So our previous episode on the old Trainwreck, which I believe is what we're playing, is what I said we're playing. That's good. It's good to know. I'm being consistent at least. Was a little fade run that was very compelling and tricky. It was a line that struggled a lot at 200 shards that I was very confident in, but only really deserves that confidence, I guess, at 100 shards. It's just really hard to imagine how that final combat with Divinity would ever play out naturally for me. It's just such a backwards way of approaching it. I essentially had to play mid-floor instead of top floor. Not that crazy in context, but what was crazy about it is that I had a holdover and spell-chained Perils of Production that I had to just throw away for the Divinity because it was too slow. And just completely wild that was what had to be done there in order to draw fast enough to reform and play cards fast enough that I could actually win the combat. And it was Eternal Flame Fade. We had a really cool Mark of a Champion synergy with Resin Block, kind of continually scaling it up in a large way. And it was just a struggle because I was expecting to play her on a lower floor and then have a floor up top that was Lady of the House, essentially taking frontline hits for quad drafts all infused with Paraffin Enforcers, and it was going to be good. We had a little bit of daze, we had a little bit of healing, it would have been enough. At 100 shards, that would have been enough. At 200 shards, 2 turns, all my drafts, dead. Couldn't play top floor, had to improvise mid floor a little bit. Managed to pull out the win, very tricky. A very tough run, all things considered. I'm not really... the struggle there is I don't think that I could do that normally without experiencing the combat first. I think there are ways I could have been a little bit safer overall in that run. Probably should have pursued those. I think they would have been good ideas. I'm just trying to think if there was a way that I reasonably could have duped my Mortal Entrapment or something instead of the draft. I really went back and forth on that. The thing is, of course, that drafts don't have draw priority, right? And as a result, you have to watch out for, oops, I didn't draw my unit and I died. So it's tough. I'm not exactly sure if that would have fixed it, but it might have helped in one way and hurt in another, and the net result might have been a little positive at 200, unclear. So something I've been thinking about. Fade, I genuinely believe that Fade is worse at 200 shards than she is at 100 shards. I do not think she is the best champion in this particular meta. So it's kind of interesting to think about that, because I think she is dominant by a wide margin at 100 shards. So, anyway, we're moving on to my least favorite champion. Hey, hello, bug guy. How's it going? Good old Echowright. You know, it's annoying because he's not bad, but I don't like him. I don't like playing him. He feels like a disappointment, and he's a jarring experience every time. He's like trying to synergize with the etch components of Wurmkin, and is just like, I don't know, I just made some stuff up, and here I am. Monster Train devs, shiny shoe, let's go. And that's pretty much what he feels like. So it's interesting because Soulguard is the opposite way for me. Soulguard for me feels very cool. I love playing Soulguard, but he's very middle of the pack, so I don't feel like he's incredible. But Anyway, let's go ahead and get in on this run, see what the heck we see. And yeah, as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As of my recording time, we're pretty close to 4,000 subscribers, which is exciting. So hopefully we reach that soon. I don't want to dwell on it, but it is cool that you're all here and watching, and that these videos are not going unwatched. You know, having even a small community in the grand scheme of YouTube is awesome. It's very cool. So thank you for being here. Anyway, let's go. Hiya! Oh, buddy. All right, what do we get? Oh, great. Yeah, sure, dregs. Seems good. Why not? Anyway, hope you're all doing well today. I was not looking forward to this run. I was contemplating recording some other series or doing something else entirely, just playing a game or something, because I don't like Echowright, so we'll see how this goes. I don't want to say I was in a bad mood, but I wasn't in a great mood either, so it's alright. Hopefully things turn around. Hopefully you're all doing great, though. That would be awesome. Today we are Exile Wurmkin, Default Melting, Womp Womp, Rough. It's at least not as bad as this same combo, but with Spine Chief, but still, at least then you have Spine Chief, right? And Spine Chief's a good champion. Echowright's just like somewhere in there. We're facing, what is this? Rage Talos? That is Rage Talos. With Rage Arcus and Chase Seraph, we have Shelter, Purifying Cleanse, Broken Memories. These are all at least good cards. Shelter is nice. We could totally play a repeater opener with this, thanks to Shelter and Broken Memories. We'll see what's available. This is a 200 shard run, so we better hope that we can figure out how to reach 200 shards and not lose. So we'll see. Temples today are 2, 3, 5, 8. Okay, I was about to be worried that we weren't going to get another one on 8, but we at least did that, so that's good. Shops today, Steel Magic on 8, of course. The Magic side has the dupe. It's the only thing that really matters there, in my opinion. It does not align with the removals, which are on the Steel Shop side, so unfortunate. We have Magic and Steel on 7. The Steel Shop has a Vortex and Caverns, which I think are great combined. And it is the Magic side that's a little bit weaker with the health and the money. Yeah, we get another Health Money Magic Shop on 6. Not great, but there is a Hellvent Caverns Horde. That's pretty cool. So it's really seeming like Horde plus Steel Shop here is the way to go, unless you desperately need the magic upgrades, or the health, I guess. And there's a Money Trinket Shop with health on 5. Money and Trinket Shop is a little bit better in general. I think that's strong. You can maybe buy something. Wurmkin Relics are generally very good. Competes with a Vortex Cavern Steel Shop. That's very strong, though. That's a very strong pathing. It seems like this whole run has strong side, weak side. Generally what we're seeing. We see it again on 4 with a Vortex Steel Shop health, competing with a Merchant of Magic and a Remnant banner. Well, we'll see what kind of things we need. We might need to look at that banner and see what we see. So, early game we do get double Wurmkin banners. There's no shops on 3. And yeah, that's basically it. The second Wurmkin banner on 3 is with a Hellvent too, so you could really ratchet this up if you get something good. We'll have to see. You could do maybe like Keepers plus Repeater, maybe. I don't actually understand how in the world you would ever play Repeater 3 in 200 shard meta, because he just immediately passes away. But I don't know. I guess we might have to find out today. Who knows? Bog Slime, Decayed Decoy. It's going to be Bog Slime, for sure. We're on the Etch side of the house. We don't even have Fracture, so Decayed Decoy might not even proc. And that's good. I'm honestly going to take Marsh Lord. I think it's better than Repeater here. I think if I were faced with Shellsmith Repeater, I would take Repeater here. But I think Marsh Lord is just objectively superior. It's one of the things I hate about this champion. It's good, quote unquote, because it does the job. You kill the enemies. But it doesn't feel good, and it plays bizarrely, right? I should have enough tools to take on these buddies, right? It's just Clergy. I could take Spikes, yeah. I should have the tools for this. What a turn 1. Wow. Incredible. Amazing. Yeah, sure, here you go. Both Purifying Cleanses on turn 1. Why not? Why not? That's... Yikes. So bad. Alright, here we go. 3 Dregs and Train Stewards. Okay, sure, Monster Train. I'm just eating all of this damage because all 5 Echo Breaks are on the bottom of my deck. That is the most Monster Train thing I can imagine. Now, fortunately, I can at least hatch the stupid eggs thanks to the Bog Slime, but good grief. I just take, like, 15 damage here or something? 17 damage? Yeah. And now it's like, okay, buddy, we finally get to kill some enemies here. That's good. Honestly, I think the shelter is probably more important than other options that I could play. What's coming up? Alright, I think we're guaranteed to be able to get out of this combat, fortunately. Yeah, we're at least guaranteed to escape after taking 17 damage. What is this? Purifying Cleanses and everything on the same turn. What a wild draw on turn 2. I missed the Collector because it was just like, I don't know, here's 3 Dregs and a Train Steward. And then I didn't see anything until... Any pings until turn 5? It's turn 4, I think. Purple Bogfly. This whole run is just going to make me hate Wurmkin, isn't it? It's just like the only good thing here is a Bogfly. Am I going to take Echo Snare? Probably not. It's kind of pseudo-purple thanks to Bog Slime. It's honestly pretty decent. I'm going to grab it. It's an etch. Maybe it matters. Molded. Entombed Explosive. The bomb is not good without a way to return the bomb. Just generally speaking. I could take Dripfall. It's not a bad thing to have some days in the deck. Molded might be more relevant, though. I'm just debating. Molded is a really good card in general. It makes the dregs better. Let's take that. It's fine. Let's get a banner unit. See what we see. Hey, there's a multi-strike. That's already improving things. Well, I take it back. We get a Kinhost Vessel on this run, so I'm not feeling too great about it. I am going to put the Kinhost Vessel, the multi-strike in him. It's good to do it. We're going to spin this. I am going to put the Large Stone in the guy, I think. This makes him... He's playable with the whole situation. Okay, buddy. Sure thing. Here we go. Large Stone it is. He is online. The cool thing about this is he could still fit like a Shard Soul Carver infusion and fit on the floor with my guy. So that's cool. Ugh, this is a 200 shard run, isn't it? That's rough. Yeah, that's pretty rough, in fact. Debatable what we can do here. I have to take so many shards in order to reach 200 here. Otherwise, I would take absolutely nothing here at 100. I would take absolutely nothing here. None of this is valued like enough. Like, Shelter's fine to give it a -2, I guess. How do I feel about any of this? Can I ever get there without it? You can, if and only if you just, like, infuse 3 times. Maybe, man, maybe. None of these are strong. I just don't feel strong right now. I just don't feel like we have it. This intrinsic is not that good. I'm going to be itching. I'm going to be struggling to hatch this shell. I think we have to chill and then just figure out shards some other way. I genuinely don't think that temple has anything worth it. Unit draft. Yes, please. Show me Shard Soul Carver or something. Shard Soul Carver is ideal, in my opinion. Great. Train Stewards. Here, burn them out. This is awful in the sense that it's just really, really... Hey, I get the Collector. It's fine. It's really rough to actually do anything here, right? Is the problem. I'm just gonna, like, enemies are just gonna walk on me. Okay. Sure. We kill a guy, at least. That's fine. Incredible. I at least hatch here, which we're gonna do. That's nice. I can mold back a Train Steward, I suppose. He does 10 damage. We just eat another, what is this, 5? Yeah. It is just pure damage. Only so much can be done. And then, okay, cool. None of these cards do anything. I'm not even going to hatch my guy upstairs. Out outrageous. We did finally hatch him in Relentless, which is unbelievable. Just so unbelievably slow with these dregs. I need, like, purple Echo Snare, I think, is the kind of thing I need to be clicking here. I need purples that are also purples. Like, I don't know what else to say. Wicklash, it scales damage. We should take it. Alright, we didn't get a single really good card there, which is bad. We didn't get a single Extract that was worth it. We did see an Echo Infusion, but it was not the damage scaling one that I wanted. I could do, like, Lady of the House, but I'm really not feeling this. I also think First of Kin is not good as an infusion here. I need health scaling. It pretty much has to be Carver or Keeper, I think. Skipping them. Yeah, I think it pretty much has to be Carver or Keeper. We're going to the right. I need to look at this Wurmkin banner. Carver. Carver it is. Great. Okay, we did it. Cool. Now I go Carver into Kinhost Vessel. Incredible. That's health scaling, that's health, that's damage scaling. Alright, we got it. Spell Chain? Sure, buddy. Let's go. I think it's actually Spell Chain on Wicklash here. It's purple, but most importantly... Yes, it's purple, but most importantly it lets me play a lot of Burnout, which makes Burnout a non-issue. Even though I don't have the -1 in it yet, I think it's correct. I don't think there is still an intrinsic take. That's a little unfortunate. Let's see what's in the cavern before I dupe. Oh, X5. I do not have a good X5 target here. I think we X1 the Wicklash, and that's about what we do. Yep. I think X1 is a safer pick here. It saves me shards for whatever that means. And then honestly, I'm just going to Echo Snare. I'm going to dupe the Echo Snare here straight up. I could actually intrinsic the Echo Snare and dupe it, which is weird, but good in the sense that this etches fast. I'm actually going to do that. This might be enough to pop out most eggs pretty quickly here. And that extra bump of shards might be relevant for later. We're still only at 65. I am targeting 200 here. Only 1/3 of the way there. It's a pretty decent turn one when you think about it. You just drop the Humondo Man, and then we go bam, bam, and he hatches immediately. It does seem pretty good when you put it that way, huh? It's true. It's actually pretty good when you think about it because our deck is so unbelievably bad at hatching eggs otherwise. It's just so slow with the dregs and the train stewards and everything. It's just awfully slow. Hey, look at that. We actually do hatch this guy. Incredible. Could you look how big he is? He's also like off the train. It's very strange. I'm gonna ping, shelter here, and that is for sure the play, yes. That's a lot of damage we just put out. That guy's huge. He's very large, which is cool. Anyway, I'm gonna buff him now, because I have the burnout to make this a non-issue. So that's neat. And I'm gonna pull back a shelter and just sack a drag. There's almost no cards left in my deck once I get through all this trash, so that's kind of nice. Yeah. You should play it. Once I get rid of all the train stewards, this will be a much easier run, I think. True. I mean, we just go Burnout Extender at this point. It's pretty good. The eggs are now dead, but my guy in back now has like 100 hit points, and he's cruising, I think. Strong. Man is big. He does a lot of damage. That's good. Those are numbers we like to see with a number of hits we like to see, so that's nice. I'm going to click on Waxen Spike. Yeah, okay. Alright, sure. I can go Burnout on my floor. Glareminder, it's a little late for you there, champ, but it might have been good if I had not already committed. That's okay. We skip these. I think it's okay. We survive Talos, which is nice. I'm never going to take Draw. I'm going to go magic side here because I'm already fully upgraded. And I'm going to buy -1s into my Wicklashes because they're very important. Ember is not it. I take card draw. Okay. I would love to go left, but I just don't need the steel shop. And most importantly, I need the magic shop much more. I need the -1s. Just straight up I do. Just these half... It's a 2 ember swing. It's such a big swing. Okay. Take this money. Take this money. We're going to upgrade to... I think we are going to go big man. Although I like repeater here. Repeater might be more important with shelters. And the waxen spikes. If those are my only consumers, well, I have 3 echo snares. The repeater might not be consistent enough, actually. Bit of a bummer. That is a... What an interesting question. Am I durable enough without cycling shelters? That's a good question. I don't actually know if that's true. I think I might need to... I'm going to click repeater here. I actually think I need to do this and then cycle shelters. Bounty Stalker. Well, we do have a molded. We could just grab him. But the problem is if I draw him first, it ruins my egg. So we just skip him. That's a different run entirely. Fair enough. Let's permafrost the waxen spike here, I think. I actually don't think I need to do that. Let's just re-roll this. I'm going to go for that, yeah. Remove consume is kind of whatever, I guess. I'm going to take a -1 here into the other Wicklash. That's good. What if I just remove Train Stewards here, huh? And then I hope that I don't have to infuse them because I can do dregs instead if I'm desperate. So I have 7 consume cards. Maybe I can find a Wurmkin etchings and really pop off here. I think we save our money. Is there another magic shop coming up? There's not. I think we're going steel here, if only because... Yeah, unfortunately, the steel shops are good coming up, and the magic shops are bad, but the magic shops are the ones that I need. Monster Train, yet again, has decided that I am unfit to experience happiness. It's okay. I give it crap, but we actually had a pretty cool run a couple times ago, so I'm not mad about it. It's just Monster Train sometimes makes me work for it, and that'll have to do. It's definitely Steel Shop next floor just for the removals. I don't think the Trinket Shop ever pays out enough. Unless we earn money and it's like free and we also get the Collector, then I think we could go Trinket Shop and maybe hunt down something. Hardened Hull would be kind of fun, I suppose. Maybe, I guess. I don't feel like this 10 magic power is doing a lot for me. I guess I could +10 a Purifying Cleanse, which is not terrible. I think we just save our money here and move on, right? Yeah, let's do it. Seal of Aggression. Multi-strike. This is not a very high damage combat. No, it's not. I think we get away with it. We're only at 75 shards and it's a weak boss, so I think we're okay on that. Alright, Eggman goes down. Echowright goes down. Sacrifice the lad. Shoot the egg. And then we Echo Snare. And we hatch that out. We get the Echo Snare back. It's good. I think we ping upstairs. You play the curse. You drop it middle. We Echo Snare here. We want to hatch that back guy. It's good. True. Yes. The etch is not as important now, I suppose. Let's ping on middle then. Get rid of that guy. I think that's right. Get rid of a Train Steward, I suppose. It's okay. The question you have to ask yourself is, I don't want to play this Echo Snare because it's not purple. So let's just chill. We do enough damage. The question is, do we have enough survivability? That is a difficult question to answer. I don't know the answer offhand, but I think we want to play Shelters and hope that we bring Shelters back from the discard pile here. I think I want to do... We Shelter upstairs here, I'm pretty sure. And then I think I actually want to Echo Snare downstairs because I might kill this 15 by 3 that's down there. That's a bit spicy to leave him around. Yeah, he does pass away. Good job. Cool. Wicklash out. Good job. Wax and Spike is kind of a whatever play. What if I don't play this guy and instead I hope for... Yeah, there's better solutions to this. Okay, fine. We just don't play these guys right now. We chill. Okay. Alright, we take a curse downstairs. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and Purifying Cleanse in front. Seems reasonable. I need to prevent my backline guy from burning out. We're going to Echo Snare, Broken Memories, a Shelter back. I don't want the Dreg, but I also don't want to... It dies if I play it down there, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, fine. Sure, I only get the 2 curses. Well, 3 if you encounter the ones in the back, so fine. We at least kill the guys in the back. That's something. I take no curses now, which is good. Alright, we got it. Good. The back line, I mean, it's nice having these spell chain damage skills. These are nice, right? Solid. Good plays in general. I think it doesn't take much to crush him with this guy. No huge worry. We get improved Firebox. It's not bad. I'll take it. Sure. Why not? Force Contamination is probably a good pickup. Purple. Yeah, I'll take it. I like it. Broken Memories as well there is nice. Mortal Entrapment. How necessary is this? Very, I think. Yeah, I think I have to take this. I need to daze the boss, and I have really no choice. I could take money and get a trinket, but that's still a weak side. Let's go left, and maybe we get an overstack, plus some removals are nice. Clean up this deck to the best of our ability. We're currently at 28 cards, and it's not looking pretty, so... Large Stone. He's huge! Railforger's Hammer. Unfortunately, I can't take Frozen Nostalgia because my egg can't fit on that floor. So I guess we take Railforger's Hammer? Sure. The only thing this really means is I can play mid-floor Divinity, and maybe that helps. I need magic shops, brother. I need magic shops because I need to make my shelters powerful. No. I'm not happy about that. I was hoping for a -2. -2 would be good. I'm going to put a +30 in a healing thing. That seems necessary. Intrinsic? Gross. I don't want an intrinsic in any of these cards. That's not good. That's not what we want. I guess I could intrinsic Broken Memories and then my entire first hand is fixed. It's a banner unit, a champion, and 3 intrinsic cards and probably a deadweight because Monster Train. So... I don't know what the play there is. That's a much tougher decision. I'd love, like, Intrinsic Shelter to get it in the pool and start, like, playing it every turn. So let's do that, I suppose. Do I have to take an infusion here? 100? Probably. I might have to, right? 115? 130? 180? Gosh, I think I do. Well, if I do 180, I can do the infusion on ring 8. As long as I leave some of my dregs in. Right? Yeah. 100. 130. I get 25. No, it's... Right, so 25 here, and then if I do the 50, that's assuming the infusion. So I get 180 if I assume the infusion on ring 8. Now, the only way I could get around that is by going to both dupes and force duping something worth at least 10 twice. So, a good example would be like Wicklash, Purifying Cleanse, my egg, and that's about it. Okay, terrifying. So I think I actually do have to do an infusion here, or I'm not making it, which is gross. Okay, well, I guess it's kind of a removal. We are going to this magic shop coming up. I'm going to look for -2. I'm going to look for, well, not a -2. I'm looking for a double stack, I think. Spikes. Sycophants of Seraph. Yes, I can take this. I have AoEs that can clear out most of these floors, so I don't worry too much. Yeah. We just drop one of these down here, and it's going to be a bad day for them, so all good. Cool, and then we get this in the pool. Cool. My goal is to get this shelter back as many times as I physically can, so... There's no way I can actually get this collector. I'm so sad with this card draw right now. I am so sad. That's okay. We can at least bring some stuff around. Sure, we hatch this guy. All is well. Fine. Ah, there goes my money. There goes my money. Alright, see how we just have the Clipped Guardian there? It's the only one that matters. Let's... Shelter? I mean, honestly, at this point, it's like self-ping. Kill the dreg. What's coming up? I do have a Purifying Cleanse and a Whiplash. Let's just get some burnout going on him. We'll play Echo Snare. What's in here already? Ah, the shelter. So then we go Broken Memories on that shelter, and then we play this shelter. Our goal is to turn these shelters into good defensive means for the Divinity. I think that is the biggest risk that we have, is do we actually successfully survive this? The answer is hopefully. Shelter's a good card, right? I do like Shelter. I also like these Echo Snares. They're really bodying these enemies. Just like doing a great job here, y'all. Doing exceptional work. I kind of don't want to put Burnout on the whole floor. Was this Wax and Spike bad? Maybe it's not terrible, but I don't think it's the right play here. Let's just etch up, I suppose. Okay. Now, sadly, I cannot daze the boss and do damage to it. I should ping it here. And the reason I ping it here is because I want to... be able to... Mortal Entrapment it if I see it again. If I see it again. As in the card if I see the card again. Yeah, so here, I mean, we just take 3 days here. And we give him Force Contamination. And we just play nothing else. And we chill. And honestly, I think that saves the combat straight up. Cool, yeah, we super win from here. So we sadly lose the collector, but we do win the combat, which is good. No damage taken. All that work for an infused mallet? I guess I deserve that, sure. Can this betray me? I don't think so. Maybe it clears a damage shield in the end of the run and I'm happy about it then. Ancient Resonance, it's not bad. It's not purple itself. A -1/-1 and it's pretty good. Depends on how many magic shops we have coming up. 1, 2, 3. The third one has a dupe. Cool. So I do get 6 -1s, but I'm probably going to be buying all my removals if I do that. Yeah, I literally am, because I'm dodging 2 whole removals, which is tragic. So, unfortunate. It's a good card, though. I mean, just straight up, it's a good card to have in the run. AoE clear is nice. I'm going to grab it. I don't like that it's not purple, but I do think we need to have something. And then they just show us Fatal Melting, which is, I guess, not better, but fine. Votavary, is Votavary ever wrong here? If Votavary were purple, I think we'd be talking. I'm not going to go for it, though. Let's skip this. So yeah, if she was purple, she would do something. Magic Shop. Hooray, health, I guess, or something. So remove consume here. Horde says votive key. Endless egg. What the heck? I don't want this because I have dregs. That's bad. Yeah, don't make that mistake. We're gonna take Notice Stone here because I am consuming a bunch and it makes all of my other things better. Cool. Fine. Don't take votive key there. It's bad. Now, if I 20 consume a random card, it's going to actually hurt my repeater shenanigans, which I don't love. I need to save a slot on Mortal Entrapment for a -2 potentially. So let's -1 Entrapment here, so that it's at least within playability reach. Let's not. What if I remove Consume the Wax and Spike? Is that good? It is AoE Burnout. It's pretty reasonable, actually. It's purple. I guess that's not bad. I want to hold out on that. No, I don't think so. Skip this. Double stack. Now, double stack on Mortal Entrapment's pretty good. I think the play, though, is double stack a Shelter here and toss a -1 somewhere. The -1 is actually going to go into the Intrinsic Shelter, I think. There's a lot of -1s that I want to get in action here. Now if I see a -1, I think it goes in the double stack Shelter. Or at -2, it goes in the double stack Shelter, because we have it. Make one Shelter free, the other one not free, but very good. I don't like having to go to all these magic shops, but I do feel more powerful for having done it. That double stack is big. Maybe I take Ember. Maybe I take Ember. Not a bad idea. What is this? Incant Shard? On my most important turn? How could you? I repeater all these. What are you doing to me, Monster Train? It's gross that he starts like this with Incant, because it means he'll come back with Incant Shard again. I can't play bottom floor. The heck do I do? Alright, we're gonna Echo Snare downstairs and just murder this man, I guess. And then... I mean, I should take the +9 whack, the 9x Wax and Spike here is just very powerful. And then we lose this Shelter. I'm okay with this, honestly. It's pretty darn good. Sure. And then I'm going to self-ping in front. The cool thing about doing it this way is that the egg hatches. So the only person I have to actually worry about is Echowright. What is this? Harvest? I do not wish to be harvested. I'd like to bring back the Wax and Spike, so let's not play this other one here, I think. Okay, we could also just miss repeatedly. I'm fine with it. Okay, now play units. I think I have to Echo Snare middle, because I do think it's important to kill this guy in back. Let's ping. Extend Burnout on the egg here. And then we Shelter. Okay. Don't like these Echo Snares, but they are helpful. Alright, I do at least get Wicklash in play, which is good. Happy about it. Fine. Extend Burnout here. Echo Snare kills the... I mean, the Echo Snare kills these Quill Marksmen. I'll just say it. We'll force Contamination upstairs. I think that's good and worth it. It's a lot of damage to push through. Yeah, it's like 525. That is 1/4 of his hit points. These Echo Snares get in the way fast, but are generally very good. So I am happy to have them. Wish to Broken Memories back Big Shelter, which pops out Good Friend. And then, what is the play now? I think we just ping upstairs, damages your friend. Kill a drag, I guess. What if I Mortal Entrapment the boss here? If I draw it back, it's in 3 turns, it's pretty decent. But the problem is, it's unlikely I do. It's not very likely that I get to do this. Yeah, we'll save it, honestly. I think the play is just hit bottom floor and move on. Don't play that Shelter. Hey, look, Wax and Spike. It's a pretty good card, as it turns out. I like Wax and Spike. I think the shelter is actually more important, though. So, fair. Heal up front keeps it alive. I think we're going to play the Echo Snare for the Echo Generation, actually. Then we're going to ping. Then I'm going to Big Shelter. Armor 20, big. Good. I don't mind this Wax and Spike going out again, but I think we chill, so maybe I hit something else better. Yeah, Broken Memories is at least a targeted good hit. Depressing. This is such a depressing turn. Of course, the best turn in Monster Train for me, and it is this. Alright, let's bring back Shelter here. I'm going to at least blast the guy in back. I'm going to reform the stupid Kinhost vessel, which is kind of funny when you think about it. I could almost hatch him here, kind of bizarrely. I can hatch him here, bizarrely. Okay, champ. Sure. Look, he comes back and immediately dies. It's genius. It's like we've solved this problem before somehow. I wonder how we did that. Such a terrible turn. It was such a bad turn, Monster Train. Anyway, Force Contamination, the boss. Let's... How do we want to play this? I think it's Shelter. It's Wax and Spike. And it's Broken Memories on Wax and Spike here, so we get the burnout we need, and then we just hit the Shelter again. Yeah, cool. Alright, easy, in fact. Big heals. Big burnout extend. I think the play here is Days Boss, Wax and Spike. Cool. And we win from here. Good. Great. Alright, we did it. Sheesh. Wax and Spike. Send it. I'm getting plus 16 damage. I'm pretty sure that's just from Notice Stone. That's pretty good, actually, when you think about it. So, that's cool. Eternal Kinstone is good, as it turns out. I think this is an important card that I'm very happy to have. It's purple. It's that. It's great news. I do not need space. I'm going to take draw. I like draw. I am seeing 2 magic shops. That is 4 -1s. We can make some things pretty affordable. Hopefully hopefully a -2, but not guaranteed. I'm going to take double draw, I think. It's tough. All right. Behold, I'm skipping removals in exchange for health, money, and magic shops. Holdover is good. Divine Horde says Forever Flame. First Hell Pact. Do I have any? I do have a Wax and Spike. That's pretty cool. Forever Flame really only helps me on turn 1. That's true. Resin Block. I'm not doing a lot of removing. I guess we just do first Hell Pact here. Pretty cool. I'll take that. That's actually very nice. It makes Wax and Spike extremely aggressive, which I appreciate. Now, as far as what's coming up next, I kind of prefer Marshallord 2 here, because the guy that pops out is better, and most importantly, the etch is twice as fast. I think we're going that way, especially if we end up on top floor. This extra unit is not helpful. Holdover is a really interesting pick here. You could like holdover Mortal Entrapment and then drop it at some point, which is really interesting. Eternal Kinstone must be free. This card must be played every time I see it. I think, yeah, Eternal Kinstone must be free. Got it, 100%. No 20 consume nonsense. I actually think it's bad for us. The holdover could be a lot of things. I think it could be... I mean, it's just Mortal Entrapment, actually, right? Thinking about this more. I think it is. This makes me a little sad that I opted for draw and not Ember. But I didn't think I'd be seeing this. It's still, the Dazed is good. All I gotta do is play it a couple times and I feel pretty good about it, so... Remove Consume. I mean, I actually think the right play here is -1/-1 into Ancient Resonance, so this card is actually playable. and then we just load up floors and send it. Ignore 20 consumes, move on. I am going to have to dupe and take a Dreg Self-Infuse coming up. Another one, I suppose. So I planned for this. So Monster Train will not be getting me. Armor Emblem. This is going to do a lot of damage to me, huh? That's true. I think this is going to hit me pretty hard. This is Shade Wings. Takes a lot of Reap in order to clear those backline. Can I get past this? I pretty much have to commit every Echo Snare to a Shade Wings floor and then load up across multiple floors. I think I can, but it's going to be spicy. I might leak something here. This is a tough combat to do this on. Okay. There goes the man. We're going to have to work on bottom floor here is the thing. Like, no real chance otherwise. We need to work on this. I am going to shelter upstairs. It doesn't really do anything, but it is worth putting in the pool. Echo Snares, fine. Alright, Eternal Kinstone is going to be helpful upstairs. I Echo Snare mid-floor. Okay, good. Play the Dreg. Great, we actually clear the floor. Amazing work. I could Wax and Spike upstairs and then try cycling it this a little bit. It's not bad. It's not bad. As long as I can actually clear these Shade Wings, I think we can get this. I don't think the double stack shelter is really adding enough here. I think it's got to be the Wax and Spike send, which pops out the front guy. So let's put the burnout in the middle, friend, and then we skip here. We're good. Okay, we get a shelter back. That's fine. I'm going to Echo Snare downstairs. How's my pings looking? 9s here? I can make them better. We're going to Echo Snare downstairs. This will kill these guys over a couple turns. I'm just going to put down some extra echoes here. Sure. Good. Okay, great. Now, upstairs, I wish to Broken Memories... back an Echo Snare, maybe? Maybe a Wax and... maybe the Wax and Spike, I think, is the play, actually. And now, if I ping middle, how are we looking? What am I drawing into? One ping, maybe, and the Ancient Resonance? If I get the Ancient Resonance, I do get the kill here, which is cool. Let's go ahead and Echo Break, Shelter, and we keep all these echoes now, and that's kind of neat. Okay. Top floor is scary. I think we have the tools for it, though. Okay. I need to Echo Snare mid-floor, because bottom floor, because I think it kills them all. We take a ton of damage up here. How do we fix this? I think we can do some work by Wicklash, and then Wicklash, Echo Snare. I actually can do this if I Ancient Resonance. I think we actually can get it if I Wicklash and then Ancient Resonance here. We actually do clobber him, which is very cool. And I can play the Wax and Spike for a plus 12 to everything, which is also very cool. Good. We clear the front guy here. Fine. Let's play a Dreg downstairs, which should do a little more here. Alright. Mid-floor is now the next sphere I have. This guy's walking up. I think we clear all of mid. Not all of it? I guess not. Not all of it. I can pop out the back guy, though. I think we have the etches necessary to get this done. Let's bring back an Echo Snare. I am going to need this. And then I think we double ping in the back here. Cool. And 2x4 is a number. Who am I more afraid of? This 20 guy with a 10 exchange. Let's get rid of him, yeah. Ping here, we kill 2. And then I burn out, extend. I'm going to leave in the purge copies because I think it is necessary. Okay, fine. All right. Top floor we can clear with Ancient Resonance. Could also do it on mid floor, but I think it does not matter to me. All right, fine. Ancient Resonance, top floor, save health. Good. Great work. Etch all that garbage. Big shelter upstairs. Wax and spike. Cool. Hey, this looks functional, right? This looks functional. I think. I think it is. We need to improve some things for sure. Like, let's just be clear here. We need to do some work on not passing away. But he lives. That's nice. We're never going to puncture this armor right now, at least. I guess I could, but then I drop Mortal Entrapment. I am really not doing great on Ember. I think this Mortal Entrapment's not actually the play until we hit Divinity. I'm pretty sure. We're 1 off from getting this 20 health saved. It's okay. If I ping downstairs, what does this do? I think it puts him in a bad spot. So let's force contamination here. I'm good with that. We clear top floor. It's a lot of damage. Maybe I see the yeah, we see some tools here. Okay, that's fine. I need to clear mid. So a single echo break on middle floor does it all, I think. Yes, good. Okay, cool. Work on your scaling. Yikes. Okay. I wish to play the shelter with big number, so we make big number. Good. Good enough. All right. Armor. Okay. Feeling reasonable. You know what? We didn't die. I will take that as a sign. We did not pass away today, and that is incredible news. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I don't know how that worked, but we did it. This is dicey, is the way I would describe it. Soul Cripple. Power of Knowledge will probably always be online, but the truth is it's just way too expensive. We're way too overpriced here. Honestly, Memories of the Melted is tempting here. My -1s are going 1 into Ancient Resonance, 1 where. 1 might go into Shelter if I miss the -2. If I don't miss the -2, where does it go? Great question. If I hit the -2, I feel much better about the run overall. I think we could afford to... Like, Memories of the Melted is nice, but it doesn't really do anything. I guess it enables, like, Wax and Spike, but... It's a purple card. Crushing Demise gets played off floor. It's pretty awesome, though. I'm going to click Crushing Demise. It's a good one-coster to put it into if we need to. Alright, we go Magic Shop. And we have to hype up on shards so fast. Please be a -2 Monster Train, please. Halabajubu, we got it. Incredible. Halabajubu, the shelter. Alright. Don't ask where that's from. This is something dumb that I do in my household. I make up words very regularly, and just like saying them, because I like the sound of them. And you know what? I didn't ask to be judged for that, so don't. All good, all good. -2 into shelter, let's go. Okay, that's incredible news. 10 in piercing, actually pretty good in general, happy with it. I will have to do a dumb thing here, which is a dupe that I don't, or rather an infusion. 1 -1 goes Ancient Resonance. You could argue for a 10 in piercing here, actually. I'm actually going to do that, believe it or not. Or maybe you do believe it. What are my trinkets? Karuska. Karuska is just force contamination here. Not good enough, in my opinion. Flicker's Liquor, I think, is the big win, right? It lets me, whenever I play a dumb dreg, it does something useful. And I can actually, it means I can turn my molded into a energy reduction card. It's kind of interesting. I do like that a lot. I'm going to Tendon Piercing Ancient Resonance. This is a power play. Big fan of this. This is going to clear waves for me. Okay, I need to get 20 shards. I don't think there's a reasonable way I can pull it off without effort or without this infusion. So I think we do this infusion here. It's also, I don't mind, it is kind of a removal. It is literally a removal of something. The dupe here is almost certainly Shelter. I love this card. I want to improve its density. I want to draw it more often. It's strong. Click it. 215 means I think we're chilling at a 19 sweep upstairs. So let's take Flicker's Liquor. I'm not going to take Karuska, I don't think. I don't think so, right? It's probably... I'll take it. Even if it's just for one card? Alright, sure. It means if I reroll, I can't afford anything, but it's value that I know versus value that I don't know, so fair enough. We're going to buy a removal now. Flicker's Liquor enables the dregs to be pretty decent, so I'm going to leave them alone. I think I'm going to cut the non-purple Echo Snare. Right? I think so. It's the roughest one of all of them. The dregs have a purpose now. Yeah, okay, we cut you. I'm going to re-roll now. After I put a plus 10 in something. Sure, I'm good with this. The -1 is great. It's kind of just a freebie here now. I can make an Echo Break free. Cool. Awesome. Alternatively, I could make Molded free, but Molded is already kind of free when you think about it because of... What am I trying to say? Because of Flicker's Liquor. It makes something else free. So, 215 out of a 200 out of 100. I mean, we did it. We got here. Let's see if we can actually beat Chased. That possibly is a tall order, but I think we have it. I'm a lot more concerned about Divinity, I'll be honest. We have the holdover on the Mortal Entrapment that I have literally not played yet once because reasons, I suppose. I could put a Dragon, can't I? That's true, actually. He fits on the floor. Cool. Scaling. Yes, scaling is good. Now, here it's just like Echo Snare middle, clear a man. Echo Snare bottom will eventually clear that man. And then we begin the process of sheltering upstairs. There's no reason to delay the shelters, in my opinion. So, I'm good with that. Let's crush mid-floor. Very strong. He has taken damage, which is cool. So I think it's Mortal Entrapment spam time. I mean, actually, no. He's just going to cut all this down. So the truth is, don't bother with that, in my opinion. Because of Karuska, Force Contamination is a net neutral here. Good. It's technically an energy generator, which is kind of neat. I think we're stronger if we... Well, yeah, we kind of waste the melee weakness on a Dreg here. I sadly can't ping him out yet. I might be able to with enough effort, but we'll see. No, I won't be able to. I'm going to go ahead and Broken Memories something here. I'm actually going to Shelter and then Broken Memories here to get the Shelter back. It's good. We're going to ping out on middle, I think. I could actually just kill that guy, huh? Probably worth that. That's a good kill. Yeah. Yeah, sadly the melee weakness is kind of wasted, but fine. It's all good. Begin the process of scaling. I can ping upstairs and then molded the vessel back. He burns out in one, but I think he swings, right? That's true. He makes the Mortal Entrapment free, which I do appreciate. We can load up the Echoes downstairs and do some more damage, which also lets me play this Dreg, which makes this other one free. True, true, true. Now I should shelter upstairs. Absolutely. That is 10 armor. We like it. I'm not taking any Ember Drain here, but he is stealing all my echoes on the floor, if that matters. I think I could just kill this guy in back here and be over it. I'm fine with that, right? Yeah, that's okay. Alright. Now, what this does mean is that I can guarantee the Mortal Entrapment into the Pyre Wings, which is good. A very good play. I'm trying to think if I can connect guaranteed. There is a way. So if I do Echo Break here, and then I click the Ancient Resonance, this Dreg is now guaranteed to connect with Mortal Entrapment, which shuts down that hit. I want to extend Burnout in the back. I want a Broken Memories, the other shelter, and I'm going to shelter big time for 24 here. We push 477 through. I get the Broken Memories back. I feel pretty decent about this. Okay. Alright. This turn, I'm probably not going to have the Mortal Entrapment played, huh? I could, right? I mean, I can ping and then play it out and kill this guy, which is not bad. It's pretty decent, huh? Yeah, and then we can go Wax and Spike into Shelter, and then we can Broken Memories back this Wax and Spike. Part of the reason we do that is to generate... We're going to get a Shelter back with Repeater here, I think, yeah. It doesn't matter really which one, but we do get it. Okay, now... I can force Mortal Entrapment to be playable here, but I cannot do damage to any of these units. So I think what we do here is Eternal Kinstone for the double etch. We molded back Mr. Big Carver Buddy, who's still here. He does something, maybe. Alright, now it's... Who's taking this 30? Oh, I think I understand what's happening here. Okay, so... I think the play is... Wicklash, Wicklash, Wax and Spike. Now we hit Mortal Entrapment on the boss here. True. Drop the shelter, force contamination into the boss. And that's okay. We lose all of next turn unless it's free, which sucks, admittedly. But, hey, look. Infused Mallet did it. I can actually save a ton of damage here. Thank you very much. Free Echo Break. Excellent work. Okay, we can crush middle. Fine. Honestly, great news. We're going to extend Burnout in front middleman, I think? Yeah. And then I just toss Wax and Spike at this and we let it ride. Maybe we redraw the Mortal Entrapment in time. Hopefully we do. Okay. We don't. That's fine, I think. I'm going to go ahead and molded back the huge guy again. Because we might as well play him. He does hit something, technically. I would like to stop taking any damage here, so we're going to shoot in middle. That's cool. I'm going to Ancient Resonance downstairs to clear that, and then crush this floor. I'm going to extend Burnout up front upstairs, then we click the Shelter for 20 armor. It's a lot of Ember Drain, you hate to see it, it's fine. Sure, man. I'm not going to argue with this. I guess I could keep him alive and he swings into the melee weakness, which is kind of funny. But, whatever. It's fine, I guess. I do like the idea of giving the melee weakness down there, though. Just like hitting this guy and then tossing the Force Contamination at him. It's pretty good. He actually swings, you know, which is cheeky, huh? What if I Wicklash here? What an interesting idea. I'm playing a second little lad up here. If I Wicklash him out, I think he hatches and does an extra chunk. Yeah, he does. Incredible. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, bud. He does pretty good. He does like 800 damage there. Good job, man. Good job. Alright, and now, I mean, it looks a little dicey, but we hit into the Mortal Entrapment in Relentless, which is excellent. A wonderful hit. We have the win. Good job. Whew. It looked a little spicy there, but we did get it. Good. Now, Divinity, I think, is also going to be difficult. I would have loved one of those relics, by the way, Hef. Any of those relics would have been nice on this particular run. But no, you have to give it to me when I have primitive molds and can't take it. Look at that. Infused Mallet absolutely popping off. Okay, now I can play top floor for the time being. Man, Echowright almost passes away, but we do have some tools that can help. So I could play middle, admittedly. It is an option. It's interesting because at 200 shards, I have a real hard time discerning which one is correct. It's hard to estimate just how much punishment we're going to take here. Now, I can hatch pretty much immediately. Almost, yeah, I hatch on turn 1. Just genuinely is what happens here. So, that's an interesting idea. I could play this Drag upstairs to avoid Ember Drain, so I take nothing on this Ember Drain turn. There are a lot of things I could draw that get me killed next turn, though, right? Like, we lose Echowright immediately, almost. What if, I mean, maybe we play mid-floor? I think it might be mid-floor. Just because of how powerful Echowright... I mean, the thing is all it takes is me to draw into one card and we get it. How much armor do I generate on this turn? That's a good question. We drop Echo Snare, that's 4 Echoes, maybe 5 Echoes with the Dreg if I play that first, which I would. So 5 Echoes in gives me 10 armor. So he still dies next turn, but he might be able to heal past it or something, maybe. Alright, what is the realm of possibility says there's a lot of things I could draw next turn that do not keep me alive. What if I play mid-floor? Slows me down a lot, or requires me to be faster anyway. I don't love that. Tough play. I don't have anything in my top deck that makes me believe like we could pull this off in any meaningful way. In fact, one of my heals is already spent in a wasted sense. Now, I do have 2 other shelters I could hit. Both of those are adequate. I do have... I mean, that's it, right? I have to hit 2 shelters or the Mortal Entrapment. 3 cards out of 22. With 7 draw, it's not very well guaranteed. It's so tough. I love the idea of not having to reset this combat, so I'm trying to respect and think this through, but it's so difficult. When you have 100 shards, the timer on him is so much longer. And when you have a run that's just kind of like skating, I don't want to say it's skating along. It's not bad. I feel like once we get going, we're reasonably in control, but I think we try top floor. I think if we try to play mid-floor, we're never fast enough to win this run, in my opinion. Or maybe if there's like a specific draw order, maybe. But I think top floor is correct with the tools we have in our deck, and we just have to hope that we hit them, basically. So it's Dreg into Kinhost Vessel, into Echowright, into... Don't mess around. We're clicking Echo Snare, and I'm straight up taking armor here. And we're going to try to do our best. Yep, we're going to try to do our best. Okay. Okay, we did hit a tool here. That's pretty good. A tool. We can get the Kinstone out. I can crush mid-floor. Everything is helpful. This dreg makes this ping free, which I do appreciate. Cool. I want to shelter in a big way. We want a big shelter here. Really big shelter. 24 armor is pretty good. I could take 2 more echoes here. I think we go for the ping here and we try to echo mid-floor. Well, the Reap doesn't really do as much. I think we take the double upstairs and then we big shelter up here, which is nice. Then we ping out this guy on middle so we don't have the damage shield to worry about. Okay, alright. It certainly could be worse. Immediately, we get the mid-floor payout here. I can play healing on my friend here. He's held together. Still haven't drawn our important card here. But we have a Dreg tank, so that's neat. I can and should reform Big Man here. He makes something free, all of which are excellent hits. Good. I need 1 more Echo middle to kill that dude, so I'm going to take it. 100% send that. Wonderful. He even swings. Amazing. Top floor, we are going to Burnout Extender here, I think. Yes, I click the Wax and Spike on this as well. I Echo Snare downstairs. Our goal is to kill that Spikes enemy eventually. Okay. Alright, we hit the good shelter. Great news. What does mid-floor look like? Mid-floor needs some effort. I think we ping 1, and then I have to do this so I can get the Dreg to connect with Mortal Entrapment. Great. Play that. Saves the day upstairs. Amazing news. I am going to force contamination up here, but not yet. I think the play is I need to ping... Needed a ping in the back. I don't know, I think I needed a double ping in the back. The problem is the Reap is front to back here, so we're really struggling on that. Anyway, we go shelter into Broken Memories, big shelter back. I'm going to force contamination on the boss. Great news. We do a big chunk here. That's good. We get both shelters. I do like both shelters. Great work. Reform. Big egg thing. Sure. This will connect with Mortal Entrapment. It actually kills a guy. Incredible news. I do want to heal here. Heal. I need to extend Burnout in front, huh? No real getting around it. Can I get away with stopping some of this damage to the Pyre? I'm killing 3 of them, and I'm letting this guy walk. If I let this guy walk, I could just daze this other goon, right? That's true. I might need this for the mini-boss, though. I'm a little concerned about him. Let's go ahead and daze this guy in the middle. I think that's actually wise. And now the play is we just send it on shelters for armor, and we feel good about that, yeah? Sure. He hits twice, or doesn't because of the daze. Great work. Alright. I could crush upstairs. I actually think the play, unbelievably, is to Ancient Resonance him so that I can do piercing damage, right? This is crazy because piercing damage. I need to Echo Snare downstairs. Our goal is to kill those backline too, and I think I will be able to. I think I crush middle. Excellent swing. And I think I Ancient Resonance here after pinging. Yes. We're doing our best here. And then we daze this goon. And he now has 2 turns upstairs. Alright, he does swing on me quite a bit, but it's not a death swing. That actually helped a ton. That was a very important line. Very important for us. We take a ton of damage up here. Oh my gosh. I definitely need to... Echo Eternal Kinstone in the middle. Kills. Oh, come on, this front-to-back BS. Ugh. I have to hit the Divinity here. 100%, no questions asked. He must be dazed. Okay, good. He must be dazed. Okay, well, heck. Of course it works like that. I mean, I guess it at least saves 40 damage upstairs, which is something. How much would I need to do in order to offset this? A lot? 19 damage? How can I pull that off? A single ping won't do it. Although I could open him up to a ping next turn, which might be super important. I think I should actually click that. Yeah, just in case. We're going to go ahead and leave in these purge copies. I think they are important. I wish to Broken Memories back Big Shelter. Big Shelter. Force Contamination? Sure, right? Sure. Because I can play a Wicklash now? It's good. Who else needs this? Guy in front needs it? Sure, here you go, champ. Cool. Great, I'm okay with that. Alright, Big Shelter. Give me a ping. Give me a ping. Hey, yeah, ping. Incredible work, team. This is actually very important. Look, we swung it in a big way. Now I can and should play Molded. Bring back Big Goon. Why not? Have him swing on this guy for whatever reason. We do have the Mortal Entrapment free now. Good, great. Daze this guy. Keep him dazed. Wonderful. I'm going to keep buffing here, I think. It's good to do it. These are both free, so I think I am going to just keep the pings going. The Reap is offsetting this a bit. I am going to double shelter even if this guy walks on me because of it. Hey, he doesn't. Math. Okay. Yeah, I think the biggest, most interesting takeaway from me on this run so far, I genuinely believe that you have to... You can't do Echowright 3. He just dies and nothing good comes of it, right? He just kind of passes away. And it's bad to have happen. I would like to stop the curses on bottom, please. Thank you. Have a nice day. And then I'm going to daze the boss because, again, I think of the things that are super important, that just seems super important. Right? And then we ping this guy out in here. And I think I just click shelter and we chill. Cool. Good. Great, in fact. I think we win this. We have a pretty good turn coming up. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. Let's keep Echowright among the living. I'm a big fan of that. I'm gonna crush middle. I don't like that guy. Get him. Get him. We daze. It's good. Play the Vengeful Shard. And chill. And we have a victory. I'm not going to incite violence from these incanters. I could, you know, whatever. We have the W. Take it. Woof. The 1,500 damage swing there. Very nice. Honestly, Mortal Entrapment, man, I tell you what, 50 damage taken from that mini-boss, but we played it right. He got 2 days walking up. That would have been 100 damage. We would have lived, but the way we played it was correct, in my opinion. That, I tell you what, man... It's all about things like Flicker's Liquor and tools like that to make that stuff free. The Reform ended up paying out a really tough run, and we got it without resets, I think, right? Yeah, no resets. Excellent. Good team. Good job. Run summary. Oof, what a tough run of Monster Train. Really making me work for it, Echowright. The TIL, the Today I Learned on this, is I really do think you have to pivot on Marshlord at 200. I think he's just too flimsy to hold together a floor otherwise. We did this pivot and then invested heavily in the shelters, which are super important parts of this run. Just utterly critical. I think even things like this Karuska ended up mattering because we were using that with the Force Contamination to generate 1 Ember, which mattered on a number of turns. The Echo Snares did great, by the way. A lot of huge props to random Echo Snares because these were actually necessary to hatch my eggs fast enough. and they generate a lot of ember. I mean, a lot of not ember, but echoes. 2 echoes with bog slime, which is an excellent starter, by the way, in case there were any doubt. What else? Big shout out to Ancient Resonance. Huge fan of how this played out. I think we did the right call with the tendon piercing. We had just enough pings to deal with things, and the Notice Stone was kind of going crazy with all the etches. Honestly, Notice Stone was doing work. I was able to hit for like 20 plus easily on some turns. Excellent work. First Hell Pact, nice. Yeah, honestly, I think we did the best we could, and this was actually a really tough run that we take away. We get the victory on, so I'm very pleased with that. And we survive Echowright, so well done, everyone. We did it. Whew. So I will leave you there, and have a good one. So hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.